99% of investors are about to lose it all. And know that it's not my opinion, that is fact. The data backs it up. Most of retail is gone. Most of the sentiment has been crushed, obliterated. YouTube views are down massively. Altcoins are down. People are sick of crypto. They don't trust it. And the ones that aren't coming back are completely fed up with crypto. We're at that stage of the cycle where words mean absolutely nothing. You can tell someone that Bitcoin is going to $100,000 again tomorrow with 100% certainty that's going to happen. Until they see it happen, they will not believe you. That is the stage we're at in today's crypto market. They do not care. Everyone is out, but we need this to happen to make our money when the cycle does return. Without further ado, let's get into today's article I want you guys to take a look at. I thought this is very interesting. I'm going to read it with you. It's about the poor sentiment in crypto. Continues to weigh on altcoins. So let's just make sure I'm sharing it. Okay. Crypto is going lower, largely due to poor sentiment, various meme coin failures, and a lack of capital to support new tokens. Exactly what the majority of comments I see out there in my videos. A lot of people saying they don't have any money, which I get it. You know, times are tough, inflation's still high, and the Trump Melania meme coins ruined the meme coins for a bit, or at least on the surface, they're down pretty bad, and just the tariffs and everything has just been weighing very heavy on many investors. Uh, Ether and many high-profile altcoins such as Solana and Dogecoin remain under pressure while investors turn elsewhere. Turn elsewhere. Okay, they do this all the time. It's nothing new, and this is what you're going to continue to see as the months progress. Let's not forget we're in tax season and people are especially hurting during tax season. So it's just one piece of firewood after another going into the already burning fire. Since mid-December, most tokens are now 30 to 80% down. That's incredible. So take a look at this picture, okay? This is on success. This is pretty much how I think about success and failure. So right now you take your average retail investor. Okay. And for you who's watching, if you're still watching these videos, then you're in that minority who's probably going to achieve massive success because just being around in the market today shows that you have strength, resilience, and the ability to undergo an opportunity to change your life forever. So if you take the person on the left, this is someone who has that like doom and gloom personality, the ones who always say the sky is falling. They don't see the silver lining in bad events, and they're always like, poor me, victim mentality, I just want to be rich. These are the people who chase constant 100Xs. They're constantly short-term trading, and they're constantly attacking people uh, just for the sake of their own misery. They stack their failures, and if you notice, they're not moving anywhere. They're just letting the failures weigh them down. And instead of seeing this as a avenue to go up like this person, they're just pushing themselves further down and down, and they're crying or they're just literally like freaking out. Versus this person, he's not only failing, but he's doing what's called failing forward, failing upwards. It's a great book. I read it a while ago. I still have it, where he talks about failing forward like this. And the only way to achieve success is to fail forward. Again, anything worth having, anything valuable that's hard to attain, you have to fail to get there. The value of getting it, the small chance of achieving it, that is the whole reason why you want it in the first place. Very few can get it. Very few actually have the ability to want to get it. Very few have the ability to successfully achieve it. And the value of having it will greatly improve your chances at life and having the freedom you want. That is why you want it, because it's valuable and because everyone else wants it and because very few get it. If that was not the case, you would not want it. If everybody could achieve it, if it did nothing to help your life, you'd be like, why would I care? Why would I want it? And you wouldn't want to achieve it or get it. So let's be honest here. We want financial freedom because very few have it, because it brings flexibility, it brings freedom, time freedom, and we can do what we want when we want. That's not something that would make your life worse. It would make your life better. And because most people are stuck in the rat race of working a 9 to 5 and staying trapped and being miserable and being stressed out and working constantly, being underpaid for, dealing with inflation, not having time for their kids, family, or pets. That is why we want financial freedom. But you can't be like this person here on the left and let your failures just weigh you down and do nothing to help yourself go forward. You have to be like this guy, optimistic. And yeah, when you're initially failing right here, these two bricks, maybe it is a fake it till you make it. And maybe you do feel like this guy. But the mistake that this guy made, that this guy didn't, was instead of taking these two and saying, okay, I'll put them down and I'll go up, he just kept stacking them and doing no progress with it. Whereas this guy, from the first time he failed, he kept focusing on upwards progress. And eventually he's going to get here. Success. This is not a fallacy. Again, see, people think it's got to be a constant shortcut. And the only way that you achieve success is by snapping your fingers. Well, welcome to Fantasyland. That's not how it works. See, very few people, they just don't have the drive to get what they want. Anybody can be like this and say, I want that. I want this. Okay, I want to be on top of the world. Am I going to go ahead and take action and do it? Probably not. I'm happy with what I want to achieve, my goals, and I'll do whatever it takes to achieve my goals. But I'm not going to just talk the talk and not take any action for it. That's a weak mindset. I'll show you guys another example because there's plenty of examples here. You start here, hard work, commitment, passion, and look, failures, okay? It's a part of the success ladder. Failure is not an omission, it's a necessity. Hear that again. It's not an omission or something you avoid. It's a necessity and something you need to go through to achieve success. Hard work, commitment, passion, failure, focus, goal, success. So for the bear market, we were doing hard work, commitment, and passion. And right now, what you're seeing is the failure, people walking away, and the lack of focus on those same people. And then the flip side to that coin is the ones who are still here were in this focus stage and focusing on the goal to get to success. So if you look at it from that point of view, we're not far away from success. But the minute you start falling down, you're going to have to go right back down to here and go back to hard work again if you sell your whole portfolio. A lot of people are going to learn the hard way. That's why the most comments I got as a YouTuber is from experienced investors who tell me, John, I made, X, Y, and Z mistake back in the last two, cycles. I'm not going to do it again. And it made me realize that most people do not get it right their first bull cycle. It's always a second or a third bull cycle because they make the mistakes I'm talking about today. When the going gets tough, they don't push forward. They go back. They go back and rescind all their hard work. You got to look at it like war, right? You're at war. If the enemy comes at you, do you just go, okay, I didn't expect the pushback. Let's go home, guys. No, you push forward. When you feel like crap some days and you know you have to get in shape for an event or because your doctor told you you're at risk for a health issue, do you just say, oh, I feel bad today, I'm going to go home? No, you go to the gym anyway and you work out. If you have a bad day at work, do you just say, okay, I'm going to quit my job now? See, people don't do this in everyday life usually. But for some reason, when it comes to investing, everything changes, right? It's like, oh, I didn't expect the pain of the uncertainty of what's going to happen, and that really bothers me. So I'm just going to walk away, and that's it. If you don't want to achieve financial freedom, by all means, continue doing what you're doing. And again, I'm not talking to the person watching. Anyone who's watching right now, you're doing better than 95% of your peers. Just you being here is already putting you in that top tier position. You just don't see it yet because you haven't realized the fruits of your labor yet. All these things take time. Time is our greatest asset, our greatest commodity. It's even better than money because it's very limited. There's always a period of time where things change. In this case, changing for the better. But this is going to be something that you have to be very passionate about. You have to really want to change your life to be in this market at this point going forward. I understand it's extremely scary to be a crypto investor, but if you want it bad enough, you will hang around in this market. That is not some motivation crap that I'm just reading to you in a book. It's a legit part of success. Even in my own life, everything that I thought was a huge like setback to me, every single time without fail. When I look back in hindsight, there was always a silver lining, an opportunity that I either have taken and very glad I took, or that I could have taken that I have regrets for not taking every single time without fail. It's so important for you to be self-sufficient on this because again, we're at that stage in the market where it doesn't matter what I say. It doesn't matter what they say. These other YouTubers, your friends, your family, nothing's going to convince you of this until you see action. Right now, we're in that phase of the cycle where investors will believe nothing until they see the prices go up. They won't even care if Trump said that, this is going to happen for crypto, no taxes, Bitcoin. If Trump said Bitcoin's going to 300,000 a month, retail still wouldn't believe it until they see the charts going up. That's why they buy in the green because they're seeing the price action go up and it's signaling something in their head of this is occurring right now, then it must continue to occur for a little bit longer. It's a herd mentality. It's a herd mentality. This is why very few people make money in investing. Very few people make money in investing or even achieve success in their life, whether it's promoting at their job, whether it's getting in awesome shape, meeting a good person, or just being happy. Because everything they think they want, they don't want. Because if you truly wanted something, you would do whatever it took to get there, to have it. If you really wanted to get in shape, you would go to the gym. If you really want to get healthy, you fix your diet. If you really wanted to meet an awesome person, you would go out there and meet someone. If you really wanted to, leave your job, you would start a side hustle. If you really wanted to invest and make money in crypto, you would sacrifice. But most people just have excuses. And for me, when I hear someone say they want something, but then I say, why don't you have it now? What's stopping you? And they go, oh, well, this and this and this and this. All I hear is excuses. To me, it just shows me that you don't want it bad enough. That's the true reality of it. Prepare for the opportunity because we're probably going to go lower, but don't try to time it. Just take it in stages in DCA if you plan to do so. But if you don't, your best bet is going to be to hang around in the market regardless. But if you sell, I guarantee you, if you sell and you come back in the bull market, you will regret your decision and you will see in due time. But anyways, it's a ranty video, but just being honest. I'm just being honest because I don't want to see you guys walk away from something you've been working on for many years now, and then right before things start to get better, you just give up. People tend to give up very easily in life. Like you look out there in the world, most people, I think it was 73% of millennials live check to check, which is really bad. Most people they put their entire lives on social media, but behind the scenes they're depressed and people just feel enslaved. And instead of taking action, they just vent. They vent and try to find someone else to agree with them and have like a pity party, when instead you should just be proactive. If you don't like something, be proactive. Try to get out of there. If you're in a hole, try to climb out. Don't just sit down there and make a fire and camp out. Just my point of view. If this video helped you in any way, please leave a like. Definitely helps the channel, and I'll see you guys in that next video. Peace.